What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're fixing the MR2 again. Something I've been meaning to do for a while is replace the window regulator on my car because like it just gets stuck. So something's wrong in there. I already got a replacement regulator right there. I looked online and I couldn't find any new ones, so I bought used. I think that's the only option right now. I've also never done this job before on literally any car. So I read the BGB to try to get a rough idea. I found a YouTube video that I felt was helpful, so I'll link to that video down below in the description. Step one is removing the door panel, and my biggest issue is gonna be the actual window crank. Years ago, I saw a trick on the forums where essentially you just get like a cloth, you'll jimmy this in between the door card and the window crank, and then you spin it and eventually it'll catch that little E-clip that's in there, or C-clip, and then the handle will pop off. The issue is my window's not really moving. I'm gonna try using these flathead, push the C-clip out, and doing my best to not damage the door card, which is already a little messed up there. There you go. Clips out. Anyways, I know you couldn't really see what I was doing, so essentially this little clip sits in here, these little grooves, and I use my flathead to go in there and then just pry it out, because this just pops out. It's just like any other regular clip. Now we can take everything else off. There's this little plastic cover, just pops off. The trim for the door handle. This guy pops out. There is a couple clips that hold it in place. My clips are broken, but normally it takes a little bit of muscle or just a little bit of prying. Same thing with this guy. It has a little clip here, but that's broken on my car. And then the front end, it just inserts. There you go. Maybe I had this backward. Maybe this sits in this way, then it pops in here. That's probably the right way to do it since this guy's broken. So my guess is pry from the front, because this looks like it'd probably be some sort of clip to hold it in place. My car is manual doors, manual windows. The only option I have is power windows, which is kind of odd because everything else is manual on this car. Makes this look pretty empty. On some cars, there's a little amber light here that you have to pop off. My car doesn't have it. Don't know why, but it just doesn't. So we don't have to worry about this. I did make a YouTube short showing how to take that off, so I'll link to that down below as well. But I do have to take off these three little covers to undo the screws that are there. Pop it off with my plastic trim tool. We should be able to take the door card off. Oh, never mind. I forgot this screw over here. Now I should be able to take the door card off. I don't think there's any other screws I missed at this point. No, just pops off. It's just gonna be the window. I took the clip out so I don't have to worry about it getting stuck on the handle here, but I'm gonna see if I can adjust this. It doesn't really like to move. Okay, that might be enough to pull this off now, because what's stuck is the trim up here. And she's off. I got the window partially lowered, and that's, I think, gonna allow me to remove this. I have access to this bolt now. There's this little hole, and in there's a 10mm bolt. This bolt I need to remove, and then I will need to remove this guy to access this bolt back here. And then there's the 410s. And then I think I should be able to take it out. I'm gonna do it slowly because my concern is like the window just falling down, but I think it's gonna be okay. I'm not a professional by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel comfortable doing a lot of basic maintenance. This one makes me nervous just because I did try to cross-reference parts and I couldn't find any. So essentially, like if I break some of this stuff, it's hard to find. Oops, I should have been more careful there. I don't think anything's broken, so we're good there. There you go. I gotta gently put the window back down. Now there is some play there, and I don't know if that's normal or not. From what I've seen online, these points commonly break, but there's nothing there. I really wish I'd been recording, but I was moving this to just actually lay it down for a picture when suddenly this literally, like, because it's connected over here, this thing just flew back, and I was not expecting that. For comparison, this is the one that I know is good, and yeah, you can see how this guy's connected to the gears there. Luckily, I didn't get hurt, so be safe when you're handling this. I was kind of confused on what was wrong. You may not be able to see it in there super well, but one of the teeth is actually broken, and so that was my issue. I'm still concerned about the glass because it moves, and I don't know if it should move that much. Maybe there's like a bushing or something that's just worn. So yeah, again, I'm not certain if that's normal or not. For now, I'll just go ahead, put the new window regulator in, and then just take it from there. This thing's greased up, so we are good there. I'm gonna put all these bolts in just hand tight. Like 3 of them, they don't really have any wiggle room, but this one has adjustment. Same with this guy over here. So I figured hand tight. Once everything's in place, then I can snug them down. The window's not wanting to go up right now. I think what I gotta do is undo the bolts and then actually connect these first. So I'll do that real quick off camera. All the bolts are disconnected. Now I'm just lining up that bottom guy. Now we see if we have a working window. Okay, we have a working window, but there's something going on with the tracks. I honestly don't know why the door is clicking. When I look at everything, there's nothing that's obviously broken to me. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, when the window's all the way down, it does have some play right here. Like up here at the top, there's none though. But down here, it'll kind of like rattle a little bit. But at the very top here, the window's held in place fine. When I compare it to the other side, which has no issues, it feels identical. I don't know if this is the right fix or not, but I figure maybe I could just spray some lubricant in here, see if that makes a difference. Putting some lubricant on the rails, there's one right here, and then there's one like right over here. Putting lubricant on those helped quite a bit. Before we put this back on, one thing I want to note is that I thought I was going to have to adjust the window, but I already went through, closed the car, and it sealed like it did before. Not that it's perfect, it leaks to be transparent, but that's not because the window itself or the placement, it's just the seal, which is funny because it's a hardtop chassis. At the end of the day, it's a 30-year-old car, they're going to leak. The door card is fully back on. The one thing you may have noticed that I'm not putting on is this guy here. I'm doing that for 2 reasons. Just want to be safe in case I have to take this all back apart and make adjustments. I mean, for now, it seems to be good. You know, I can roll the window up and down and everything like that. Closes just like it's supposed to. And then the other reason is the door card's kind of getting like chewed up a little bit here, but there's this little plastic piece that should be here and it's missing. And so having that plastic piece will keep the door card nicer. So I want to get that on before I put this on for the last time. The passenger side of my car has it. You can see it right there. If anyone has a part number for that, please let me know because I would like to buy one. I'm certain that it's not specific to an MR2 and there's probably like a generic Toyota chassis part that I could use. In the meantime, I can still use the door handle. Essentially what I'll do is I'll keep it off, but whenever I need to put it on, I'll just turn it, then take it off. I just won't put this little clip here because that's what retains it. But after a week or 2, and once I get that part, I'll put it on permanently because at that point, that's when I'll feel safe and comfortable. I would say the install is done for now. If anyone though has any advice on what that popping sound may have been, please let me know. I mean, it's not making it anymore, but that's still really odd to me. And I don't know, maybe I'm just being hypersensitive. Either way, if you got some input, let me know. If you got any questions on the install that maybe I didn't cover in this video, leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video.